not gonna lie to you, listening to the game, I just kept getting upset because the commentators just kept reminding us, oh, the Chicago Sky haven't beat a team over 500 all season. And as a fan, you know, those type of little things get the best of you. But for the person I'm probably the most excited for outside of Angel Reese is Ariel Atkins, because when she have off games and even certain pages and YouTube channels. It's supposed to be for the Chicago Sky. You keep hearing so many people critique Ariel Atkins and keep trying to compare her to, oh, she gonna get a bucket like Kennedy Carter and this, that, and the third. Or they traded her away from Sonia Citron and this, that, and the third. So just two things. One, if you actually pay attention to the Chicago Sky, I know for a fact, even if they kept them draft picks, you can guarantee that they not realistically would have picked up Sonia Citron. That's not a guaranteed thing. They could have still kept that pick, and it does not mean that that's who they would have drafted by. Look at the people that they drafted. No shade to none of them women, but the one girl ain't even came overseas and played. You literally wasted a draft pick. Don't know when that girl gonna come, and if she ever come overseas, come to America to play, you don't even necessarily know if you're gonna need her. So they didn't even draft for the moment when they even drafted her. So you can't guarantee what they would have done with those draft picks. But again, going to the Kennedy Carter thing, I had to go look and was like, dang, did Kennedy Carter had like a 40 or 50-point game? The way people were talking, I watched the whole entire Sky season last year. Kennedy started off slow and it worked her way up, but her season high was 34 points. Like, okay, Ariel had 27, 29, a multiple 22, 21 games. Like, y'all, I think people were just getting a little confused on what the actual numbers was at the time, because I can understand, like, watching it at the time when they was doing the Barbie and Chin thing, it felt like a vibe. I understand all of that, and which is cool if you still just having those moments. If you became a Kennedy Carter fan off of that, well, good, God bless with that one. Go watch her play in Mexico. But just still making it seem like Ariel Atkins can't go get a bucket is absolutely insane. And I think realistically, she's still trying to find her footing. She's trying to find, I think, even as a team, you can pay attention to, even when they got stagnant in the third quarter, you can clear as day see that nobody's trying to play hero ball. Whoever got the hot hand, we trying to go to it, but we not trying to go. But besides Rebecca Allen the other night, because she was just shooting. I think when they hitting the threes, it's a lot easier to keep going back to that person the same way they did with Rachel Banham the first game against Minnesota. I think the three-pointer, if you got the hot hand, it's a little bit easier, but for Kamilla and for Angel and for Ariel, what it is more in the mid-range, at the rim or whatever the case may be. It's though they got to kind of like spread the ball around a little bit so they can continuously spread the floor. And I think at those times, for all three of those players, it gets a little bit stagnant because nobody just trying to, even when you see Angel like towards the fourth quarter, and I get it, the game was close. Nobody really don't want to take the shot because you don't want to miss the shot. But realistically, you made the same exact shot earlier. You shouldn't have been overthinking yourself and passing it. So again, I think you see that with every player on this team. And I think realistically allowing them to just play it out, figure it out, and stop trying to compare to, like, no disrespect to Kennedy Carter, but you cannot sit here and tell me, oh, she is guaranteed better than Ariel Atkins. That's not true, because Ariel Atkins played way better defense. Like that just, and I think sometimes we get confused with, no, Ariel Atkins still was playing lockdown defense on Courtney Williams. Like, Courtney Williams had a horrible game today, and that was because Ariel Atkins was strapping her up. When they put in Heineman ain't even played the whole game. Think about, listen to what I'm saying. If you actually paying attention to the game and stop chasing points and actually look at, okay, how she impacting the game on both ends of the floor, bro. She is a lockdown defender, and she still can get a bucket. I'm somebody who got 34 points, and then somebody who can get me 27 or 29 on a consistent basis. And the games that she didn't, it wasn't necessary. Like, I seen somebody bring it up the other day, that game when not Rachel Banham, but when Rebecca Allen against the Wings, and she only had like 11 points or something. They still won the game, and they still won the game by double digits. Okay, cool. What are you looking for? Like, I think sometimes I'll be looking for too much and realizing you still got to go through the bigs. You still trying to get Kamilla back into regular like rotation because she didn't even start that game. So it's just like when you see certain things, I kind of don't understand why people be just like, they be on Ariel back so crazy because you constantly compare her to Kennedy Carter, and then you sit here saying, oh, well, what if they would have got this draft pick? Even going back to the Sonia Citron thing real quick before I get off the Ariel Atkins thing, though, her season high is 27. She'd have done this twice already. Like, that's literally, I watched Sonya Citron disappear in games too. So it's just like, what are we talking about? You're celebrating. And I think especially with the Mystics, so many people do that with that little rookie group that they got right there. Like, y'all over gas it up when they have good games, but don't talk about when both of them completely just disappeared. And people was gassing that up, even with the Mystics. And that's why when you heard Angel sit here and say, I know she was talking to Kelsey Plum, but let's be clear, there's a lot of people on the internet would sit here saying, oh, Kiki and Austin is better than them. You heard all of those crazy conversations. bro, like, let's be serious. Kamilla Cardoso and Angel Reese is absolutely the best young front court in the league, period. And let's be clear, if you even, I ain't even about to sit here and just say young, I would take them two probably over everybody besides Stewie and John Quill Jones. Like, that's it. Like, I wouldn't sit here and say, it ain't too many other people that you would sit here and take. If you want to sit here and say that Fee and Elena Smith, all right, cool. I'm not going to argue with you on that one, but it ain't too many other people. So that's just my only thing is like, they hear what you say, and if you actually are just an Angel Reese fan, you still don't want to be as harsh on her teammates because dog, they human. They be online just like we be online. They see the same way I see these things, and I'm not going to search them, but I see them on the timeline because if you retweeting some stuff, bigging up Angel Reese, you're gonna see those things come down of people sitting here critiquing and over criticizing some of her teammates. And if you eventually want her to get better teammates in the future, you don't want it to be to the LeBron James. It's like, bro, think about how great LeBron is, and so many players don't want to play beside him, or feel like they can't play beside him because the spotlight gets too big. Because let's be clear, after a while, you're gonna see, watch how many people not gonna want to go to Indiana no more. Like after that little hype started to wear down, which you probably see, and that's another thing that I guess kind of hinders for this Sky season because you constantly want Angel to overperform and not properly develop because you always want to have an aha gotcha moment. But bro, just allow her game to really develop, and it's going to get where it's going to go, dog. Like you can constantly, if you've been watching these last couple of games or what she had now, like the last 9 or 10 games, you slowly but surely keep seeing spotlights of an MVP candidate in the making, a superstar in the making. I don't even want to rush that process. Like, let her get there. Like, I see people, oh, she a top 10 player right now. Bro, I'm cool with it. Listen, I love Angel Reese, but allow her to get to those spots where you can really champion her the right way and you're not speeding it up and setting her up for failure like Shorty in Indiana right now. Because you can build somebody up so bad and then when they fall, it's just going to make it easy and make it more laughable for people to continuously want to say, bro, let her have her roller coaster moments, allow her to become a superstar MVP caliber player at her own time. Like everything else is already the hype, all of that is already there. Her name is her name. It ain't a bigger name in the game. So all I'm just saying here saying is, bro, continuously, of course, be loud on social media for them, but just be mindful of how loud and how sometimes rude and loud you are, because nobody gonna come back and take back and be like, oh, I apologize to Ariel Atkins. No, you just gonna keep trying to tweet through it. But I'm sure she probably seen those tweets, and you heard Angel Reese when she was doing her after game Jones. She was like, oh, we hear people online saying Ariel washed up and this, that, and the third. And boom, they like again, bro, they be on social media just like we do. They may not comment on everything, but they make a mental Rolodex of certain things. And why we talking about mental Rolodex of certain things? One of the cool things about this whole Angel Reese ascendance, you get to kind of see even some of your favorite male ex-NBA players. Bro, people play sports, but that don't mean they really know sports. Or people be so geeking for a paycheck. Like you watch people over critique this girl, sit here and big up another player, and that other player ain't living up to the hype no more. You completely want to stop talking about the W. Like I literally watch Gilbert Arenas pull teeth to give Angel Reese some credit. She been hooping out of her mind. The other girl damn near don't even want to play no more. That's how bad she been playing. I watched Jeff T. They try to like jokingly give her praise and like kiki through it. Nah, dog. Make sure that the same way you were saying it with your chest when she was missing and you felt like she was playing bad and everybody was calling her a model and this, that, and the third, or she just want to be an influencer. No, say all of that the same way you was critiquing her, champion her and say, oh, he was wrong. I got it wrong, dog. She's hooping out of her mind. She's playing right now, if I'm comparing sophomore seasons, she's a more complete player, a better player, a more consistent player. Because sometimes Shorty had a 30-point game and then the next game is 9, 6, and 0 and this, that, and the third. Like you can't go from one 30-point game and then the next 4 or 5 games is absolutely garbage when I can just get a steady hand of 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 24. Like I can get a steady, and then I'm still gonna be the double doubles in the rebounding situation. Like bro, sometimes we got to be real of what we talking about. Some people, you can see people just get so caught up in likes and views. I get likes and views for trashing her, or get likes and views for bigging up the other girl, but you ain't even been serious. And now you have lost all credibility with people who was actually coming to you for real sports takes or getting some insight that they may feel like they didn't understand because they didn't play basketball at that high level. And you kind of show me, it was like, dang, yeah, you may have played at that high level, but do you really know the game? Or you really giving me the honest critique? Or you just chasing whatever social media tell you, hey, this is the take, and now you don't even want to talk about the W no more. Like you completely just go silent on talking about the W because the player you was bigging up is playing like Maurice Cheeks, like that's crazy. But again, shout out to Kamilla Cardoso, a huge, I mean, an absolute huge block to seal the win to that game, dog. Her getting that block over Courtney Williams, and then shout out to Angel because Angel was out there a few different times on that pick and roll. She was on the island strapping Courtney up. Like I love the fact that she don't scared to guard nobody 1 through 5. But shout out to Kamilla Cardoso because that took guts to sit here and say, I'm gonna get in front of her and I'm gonna play D and I'm gonna jump to get the block. That was a huge block from Kamilla. And Kamilla is one of those people who literally smile through her mistakes, smile through the big moments. She don't really give you too much crazy emotion. It's real kid friendly when you see her emotions, but still the kind of continuously. And that's again we see here saying somebody who don't need the ball a lot. She just get it, make it, and get it done. Like Kamilla is literally a steady hand, and I do think realistically, if that would be one of my biggest critiques with Tyler Marsh from this game, bro. Just stay with the steady hands. Like I get it, people. You want to shoot up, you want other people to shoot to try to keep the defense honest, but dog, you went too far away from what was working especially with Angel and Kamilla. Like for Angel to have 15 at the first half and then literally only get 2 more buckets at the whole entire game, it's kind of absolutely ridiculous. But again, like I said, a huge win for the Sky. You can see the team is starting to run. Man, I came before I leave, man. Shout outs to Rachel Banham. Shout outs to Rachel Banham. She has consistently been hitting some huge threes. Because let's be clear, she wasted I'm not gonna say wasted, but she had a big game when they played in Minnesota. They did go to waste because she had like what 22 points that night, shooting the level off the ball, and they lost that game. But for her to still not like it's been consistent. Like she's been hitting big threes. She hit big threes in the she hit big threes today. Like, and I love the way when the Sky when she hit a big three and they played a big mama. Like I said, man, that was a huge team victory. They showed up as a team, and I love that deep. I love playing Michaela with them because allow Michaela to play the three. Like, of course, like maybe it'd be certain times in the moment in the game offensively she don't got it going. I don't care about that. I just love the effort and the strength that she play with on the defense and the offensive end when she gets her chances. So I will live with some of the mistakes she may make because she gives so much effort and so much strength and she bang and she play hard defense. So again, like I said, this is a solid win for the Chicago Sky. Something that they can hold their head high on and you can celebrate throughout the rest of the weekend. This was a huge one. So again, shout out to the Chicago Sky beating the Minnesota Lynx today, getting themselves over that hump because there was a lot of games that they should have won earlier in the season, but they couldn't close it out the way they did with this one. So this was a solid closeout and something to